Have you looked at the set list for the new Chaos Rising or the Japanese name Ninja Spinner set? No, I'm serious. Have you looked at it? It's a Greninja heavy set, and that's basically what it has going for it. It has some other cool cards, but not a whole lot. It's another really small set to follow perfect order. Unlike Ascended Heroes, I don't think it's going to have that same cult following. Today we're going to look at the set list for Chaos Rising, go through the cards, kind of, feel out the vibe and the aura, and see what it has to offer. I will say off the rip, I think it's kind of mid. I think that, like Perfect Order, it has a few really cool cards, but it doesn't have any of those super valuable chase cards that like Ascended had, where it's going to be $500–600 at release. Like I said, I know it has several variations of Greninja, but I don't think any of them are cool enough to warrant this massive hype. My name is India, and you're watching CardonaComicsTCG. So the first card I want to look at is this clay doll. I think it looks really snazzy. It has this cool Aurora Borealis thing going on with like a perfect clear blue night. You can see all of the stars. It's got this awesome perspective thing going on. Unfortunately, I don't think it would command a very high price. I don't think it's a very big chase card, but for me, it would be a really cool piece to any collection. Next, we're going to look at the Gen 6 starters. Chespin is our first one. Again, it has this really cool perspective angle, so it can show you how little he is compared to this massive tree. Again, this is a really cool card. It might have some collectability to the right people, but I don't think it's going to be one of those big chase cards. Next up, we have Fennekin, my personal favorite because it's so darn cute from this set, but it really is this nice cozy feel. It's different from the other ones because it has more of this lived-in human expression. To finish out that trio, we have Froakie. He's got that like Nirvana baby thing going on. I really like the art direction and the use of light coming through the water and the plants underneath providing that nice shadow. Again, I think this is a beautiful piece for a good collection. I think as a trio, the Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie cards will be a cool set piece to have together, but I don't see them individually having that much value. I definitely don't see them hitting the $100, $200, $300 mark, but that's just my opinion. Here we have the Metang card, and I love this so much because it shows these useful Pokemon in their like working environment. It shows them doing things side by side with humans, and they are more so collaborative with humanity rather than just this pet project. On the other side of that coin, we have this Tauros, which has a very naturalist in its habitat environment, and it has like that frontier early Western art style to it that I really appreciate. This one I hope accrues some good value because I think the art style is so unique and special to itself. But again, you never know. Pokemon collecting is so unique and in the eye of the beholder. I don't really remember a whole lot of specialized Tauros cards, so I think for the fans of this Pokemon, it's going to be a huge hit. While Xerneas is not one of my favorite Pokemon, this card is one of my favorite from this set. I think that the use of the neon colors on the darker black backdrop absolutely pops. I think it is a beautiful design. It gives us that beautiful like neon rainbow aesthetic without being so bright that it's hurtful to the eyes and distracting. Each petal, each leaf of these flowers has a distinct value that you can appreciate one at a time. Overall, Xerneas, beautiful 10 out of 10 card. I can't wait to put it in my binder. I like this AZ's Relaxation card because it is this whimsical, fun, just calming scene in this garden. I think it is a nice pause point in between all of these cool action pieces of the other cards. I think this will be a very popular binder piece because it will flow so nicely with a lot of other flower and fairy type Pokemon. It truly embodies the stop and smell the roses motif. Now we come to my absolute favorite card of this set, the Surfing Beach. It reminds me of one of my favorite Bob Ross paintings that I watched growing up, and it has just such a beautiful, unique use of color and light. The white outlines on everything is a beautiful stylistic choice, and the slight hints of pink on the waves reflecting the natural lighting around. Absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't have done it better myself. It's perfect. I love it. I might need a few copies just for each page of my binder. The Prism Tower card is like if they took the Lumio City card from Perfect Order and just made it better and at night. I really like the duality. I think these two cards next to each other would be really cool in a binder or display. Again, the white outlining does a lot stylistically, especially against these dark purples and pink hues. While I don't think dollar-wise it'll be very valuable, I think it is a very beautiful part of this collection. Now we're going to talk about the titular character Greninja. It wouldn't be a Greninja set without him. So we have the first version, the EXIR card. It's cool, it's fine. There's like Greninja and then the shadow version creating the spinning effect, Ninja Spinner. I get it. It's not my favorite. I think it's kind of mid, honestly. That takes us into the SIR version of the Greninja EX card, and I really like this one. I think that the colors are very bright and vibrant without distracting from the character. I like the reflection in the water and what that kind of does for the scenery of the card. I think the artist did a great job of adding all of these little extra details that if you look at the card, the longer you look, the more you see and the more complete this picture becomes, while never taking away from the Greninja in the center and the real star of the show. This, in my opinion, is going to be the heavy hitter. I think this is going to be the most valuable card, which, no shocker, it's the main character of the set, so I wouldn't be surprised. I will be surprised to see how high it goes. I don't know if this is going to be a several hundreds of dollars card or just stay around that 100 to 250 range. Again, only time will tell. So that's my wrap up for the new Chaos Rising Ninja Spinner set. Let me know what cards you're chasing in the comments down below. I'm also going to link some of my other art reviews for other Pokemon and Magic the Gathering sets if that's more your flavor. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching. My name is India, this is CardonaComicsTCG, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!